Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to know the Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. I hope you all had a great weekend. Oh my gosh, we're starting with Sacred Orb. Alpha 9 Tango Whiskey, Juliet 64 Victor. We have 3 on the like streak counter now, with maybe another one on the way because of the YouTube shorts that we're putting out here. Thank you everybody for supporting that. We're also starting off with the Decapitation. But yes, we had 2 videos over the last week. Since the last recording session, I should say, crossed over 2,000 likes. So we're on our way to the Void Run, Void Only Run, which is, again, that's something that we haven't done in quite a while. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? And we actually have a good start for items anyway. Our stats are pretty doo-doo. I mean, we're sitting here with 2.11 tiers. I don't know why our tiers rate have been so bad lately. At the start anyway. Again, we're just talking about the starting portion of the run here. But all eyes on Sacred Orb, though, because this is going to enable us to get some pretty premium items in the early goings here. It's going to eliminate low tier or low grade items, which is great. And that's going to allow us to have more options and be able to deal. Oh, my goodness. We need money. Necesito mucho dinero. Getting Keeper Sack here on floor 1 would be absolutely huge. Our active item is Decap, by the way. If you just see me use it right there. And Decap's fine. It does deal a decent amount of damage whenever you use it on the backswing or on the front swing. And if you needed like an Isaac, it's like an Isaac remote head turret right there, you could do that too. But for the most part, it's just, yeah, it's a funny game. That's real funny game. Real funny. Unfortunately, no, you can't pick up stuff with the decapped head, although that would be very cool and extremely useful for us in this stage of the run right now. But, yeah. Yeah, if we need to get just one bomb is literally all we need. If we get the box here or matchbook or something like that, that would be perfect. I don't know if those get eliminated because of Sacred Orb, but we're about to find out. So there's really nothing bad here other than our shot speed's pretty bad too. 0.87 it's not terrible. It's not the worst, but definitely not the best. Let's see if we can catch Gemini on the backswing here. Get growth hormones, and yeah, I was looking for a bomb. Are we really not going to be able to get? We just need. I mean, there's so many options here, man. Just one bomb game. Was there a bomb inside of the store? There is, but we need 2 cents. This hurts. This is torture right here. This is absolute torture. Please, just one bomb gets us the world here. Please, just 2 cents. Fires, you just hook us up. That's all I'm asking. Just a fair shot. Oh! Oh, the last fire possible throws out not even a cent, but a nickel. Brother. Okay, so now we've got the bomb. Now we got to go get the golden bomb. And you talk about pulling on threads here. Holy moly, that was down to the wire, man. You couldn't have scripted something better than that. I'm not going to even bother trying to go for the secret room or super secret room if it isn't here, because we've got a golden bomb now. And oh man, that is game changing right here. I would almost even say it's run defining here. Even though just a little tiny play like that, we get super lucky. Look at that. We have a confessional booth now that's open and available to us. This opens up all the secret rooms. This opens up these golden chests, which could lead to other things here. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. An Alga's rune. If we could get just okay, well, it led to a crawl space now. Let's see what's in here. And it's 2 chests, which gives us even more money. So we don't have to ding the donation machine, I don't think. Well, maybe we do. We still need to find the secret room. But Keeper Sack is going to be immensely helpful here. I don't know where the secret room is, actually. It's probably at the end of the shop or somewhere stupid, because I've tried all the places it should be. Yeah, that's the only place for it. I guess it could be north of that. It could be to the right of that room with the half red heart there. I don't want to do it. I'm just so pumped that we get Keeper Sack here. And man, that one fire, dude, that one singular fire. We can even get some bonuses here already. Look at that. We get a luck upgrade. We get damage. We get range because we were able to buy a half-price premium item there in the form of heart battery. No, did I try it here? Did I try it right here? Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a thing of beauty. Now we can go back and we can actually go get that golden chest that we were not able to because we didn't have the correct number of keys. So we get the key back, okay. And we're still not done yet because now we can go over to the confessional booth and maybe get a couple soul hearts or even get an eternal heart or two. That would be amazing. So what an absolute joy it is. Look at that. We get one right there. I'm going to pop the Algi's Room now because we're not leaving without that world card. So this is going to be in one of those extended first floors, but absolutely worth it. We get ourselves a soul heart payout. Another one would be great here. I ain't going to poo-poo that. There we go. So we gained 2 soul hearts. I mean, it could not have been more game-changing. With that one task that we set for ourselves, we need money to get Keeper Sack, and look what that led to. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about setting goals in Isaac, looking at putting yourself in the moment, understanding what the situation is, being able to analyze what you need, and to continually remind yourself, and that is playing Isaac. That's why you hear me all the time when we're in a bad spot. I constantly remind myself, "Hey, this is the situation. This is what we're in. We've got bad tiers. We need to get rid of this. We got to get this. This is not going well for us." You know, a lot of people misconstrue that as just complaining, and I keep telling people it's not. This how I operate is I do this to make sure that I am keeping myself aware of everything, of the situation. Yes, I know that we just wasted a bomb there. Yes, we have bad tiers. I know. I got to tell myself that over and over again. Like, hey, this sucks. You know, this is what we need to be focusing on here. Don't get too distracted by the commentary or anything like that. Okay, y'all taking these pot shots up here. It's no longer going to fly. So we're in an excellent position here with our HP. I wish I wouldn't have wasted that one particular bomb there, but it's all right. We get some more money here, which is great for Keeper Sack. So instead of me going into the item room, because we have prioritization with Keeper Sack for stats, I'm going to prioritize the shop over the item room. At the very least, most of the time, you're able to get a key to go into the item room anyway from the shop. So if we only have one key, like in this scenario here, this is a perfect real-world scenario on a run. I always go for the shop first, knowing that we can get ourselves stats because of this. I mean, we just got a key anyway, but I would still go into the shop. So now this is sort of a little bit of a quandary, a little conundrum that we find ourselves in with Steam Sale and with having Keeper Sack. On one hand, yes, the less money that you spend, the less stats that you get, but Steam Sale allows you to buy more items. So your coins go further, meaning that you're at the end of the day, you're going to be able to buy more items on a larger scale, rather than saying, yeah, we're dumping 15 cents into this one item and we're going to get all these stats and everything is going to be great. That is true. You do get more money the more you spend, but you're only able to buy a basically half of the amount of items as you would with Steam Sale. So at the end of the day, I believe that Steam Sale is better for in the long run. In the short term, no Steam Sale is better, but in the long term, it enables you to buy more items, which is always going to be better for the long term. If you're talking about really leaning heavily on Keeper Sack's ability to give you the stat upgrades to money ratio, conversion ratio. We get Rotten Baby here as well, which is not a usual item you see in the regular item room here, but again, Sacred Orb kind of takes a lot of liberties out of the game's hands. Look at this. We get ourselves a Tears upgrade. Thank goodness, because we absolutely needed it. Two more soul hearts and Guppy's Tail. Guppy's Tail is a hard sell here, but I will take it. because of the fact that we have Sacred Orb, and we'll probably get Guppy, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's the Darkness. I'm not going to go into the Curse Room right now. Yes, we have tons of HP, but I don't want to lose this Bone Heart, as that does represent another easy way to get a whole lot of resources, including Devil Deals. Like we find a Temperance Machine, or like if we find a Sacrum Shuffle, that kind of stuff. So that was a great chest there. Oh my goodness, Contract from Below just going ham. I'm hoping that Contract from Below will help ease. Another reason why I didn't mind taking Guppy's tail was because of Contract from Below. It's going to ease the demand on keys as long as we get a spawn every now and then. With us having Guppy's tail, it's going to mean that we're going to see less keys overall and more chests that we probably can't open unless they're steel chests, which I'm hoping that we get. But yeah, we can do this. But the idea here is that Contract from Below, which doubles all your pickups or gives you nothing, when the game does decide to feel generous, can drop a golden key or just regular keys, and we should be able to outpace our key usage as long as we're being strategic with which chest that we're going to open. Now, that gets a lot easier when we get something like Guppy's Eye, which we can say, okay, so this chest has nothing in it, so we don't care about it. We're not going to use a key. We're not going to waste our time. And the likelihood of us getting something like that is much, much higher now thanks to Sacred Orb. So again, it all comes back to just knowing what you've got and knowing how to take advantage of that. In Isaac, in particular. Secret might be there. It most likely is. Okay, so we can bomb our way into the item room at least. Just need a Yave. Spelunker's Helm, okay. So Spelunker Hat is going to give us a little bit of mapping. I'd say pseudo-mapping is the fairest way to say that. We can actually grab this Magician card. It was not worth it. Yeah, the Spelunker's hat, it allows you to see 2 rooms ahead of you, and also it shows the location of the secret rooms and super secret rooms, so no more guesswork on that. And it's a pretty reasonable, or it's a pretty reliable form of mapping that isn't true mapping, but it's good enough. You know, I could see that this is a dead end to the left here because it doesn't fully extend past where we are, whereas the path keeps going south here, which I know is where the boss room is going to be. So it saves you time, it saves you bombs. We finally get ourselves a Yave. And we're going to double back here, go all the way over to the shop. I'll open up 1 golden chest, and I'm glad I did. That was a nice damage upgrade there. We get another Algiz rune, which I'll save. And yeah, I mean, we take everything here. All of these items are stats. I'm going to shut off the internal information mod. All of these are stats here that we can get. I'm going to deliberately use a full charge. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to keep Mr. Mizzle. Mr. Me can actually steal items for us, and also he can take Devil Deal items for us as well for free. So Mr. Mizzle, come on down. He can also open up golden chests like this whenever we don't have keys. Wow. And we get Squeezy. Wow. Contract from Below. Holy moly. What a run we've got here on this Saturday. I did see the trailer. People have been asking me if I've seen the -0 trailer yet for Godzilla. Of course I did. I was waiting for it, man. And yeah, it's a great time to be a Godzilla fan. Again, the golden years continue, piggybacking off of the success of -1 in that year, because we also had New Empire and -1 from the same year. So yeah, then it's doing it again. We have 2 more Godzilla films coming out with Supernova and -0. Really, really looking forward to it. It's just a great time, you know? Got ourselves a good Isaac run. It's the weekend. We opened Pokemon cards yesterday. I mean, now how can you complain? YouTube Shorts are doing very well. Thank you, everybody, for the support on those. We're averaging anywhere from 25 to like 80,000 views on those, depending on what day it is and what time it's released. It's always a little bit of a crapshoot to figure out what day is the best and which time slot is available for the algorithm. Sometimes it likes early afternoon, sometimes it likes early morning, and it's part of the sweet science of the game here. Oh, apparently Mr. Me cannot do that anymore. Used to be able to. Mr. Me used to be able to go into boss trap rooms, and then you can get out for free as well. But apparently that's just too much fun. I did not mean to open that, but oh well. We'll get some money here. So a golden key would go really, really, really hard right now. And there's an arcade, so that means that we can possibly get ourselves a good use of a Monty or something like that. Mr. Me, you're supposed to go over there, brother. I literally locked you in on that door. You summoned yourself and started moving there, and then you didn't do it. You're telling me I have to stay on the same screen for you to do your job that you already agreed to do? You can't get any good help these days. Except for Alex. Alex is great help. We all love Alex. Alex, just come over here. Just give me a little pat on the head. You good? You good? We love the work that Alex does. He's been part of Team Invicta for many years now. I'm very privileged and proud to have him. So we're going to try this again, Mr. Me. Now, this time, what I need you to do is do the thing that I tell you to do. When you don't do the thing I tell you to do, then we have some problems. I genuinely don't know what they've done to Mr. Me. Apparently, Mr. Me is completely useless now. All right. So we're going to be replacing Mr. Me. Oh, my goodness. Look at all these keys. Look at these llaves. And they even gave it to us. Rosary bead that's going to give us a guaranteed angel deal. This was not worth it. We could bomb that for a little bit of extra money, but I think what I'm going to do instead is not. I'm going to save this bomb here for maybe the super secret room, or for the donation machine if we need like an emergency amount of money. We don't really need to use a bomb here. Okay, we get a key back. As long as we are getting keys back, then we are free to open up whatever chest we want. Which sounds metal as hell when you put it that way. The Eternal Heart, I don't really care too much about right now. I like chocolate milk, but not here. If we had some kind of multi-shot, and this is probably going to be one of those times where I'm going to regret not taking chocolate milk, but all the same, I don't like to tap fire unless I have to. If we had Brimstone or Mom's Knife or something like that, then I'd be all over it. And again, I think what we do here is we just do this, grab this. Oh, I'll buy the full charge then. And there still definitely is a consideration to be had here with playing the arcade. Now we also have the Sack Room Shuffle, but we bought Red Stew, so we're going to take advantage of that for now. And we don't get a devil deal, and that's going to just influence me to just go to the next floor. So the game made us wait all the way to floor 5 before we can get our next devil deal, which is pretty lame considering that we had such a hot start. Get Whipworm, which our shot speed is pretty high now already. We don't need Whipworm. Look at that damage there coming in from a Red Stew. So you can see how the map is kind of, it's sort of just exposing itself as we continue to go further and further over to the east here, and that tells me that we are going in the right direction for something, which in this case is going to be the boss. Now, somehow, some way, we still have an extremely outside shot to get a boss rush, but we would have to be real quick. But Red Stew is going to help us out greatly with that. We get another Tears upgrade. It's going to max out our Tears rate, and we get Krampus. All right. So the game's not playing along now. We don't need to use a bomb for this. We do not want to leave all those stats on the floor here for Keeper's Sack to go to waste. Okay, so both of these, this is a dead end in both directions. We know that thanks to Spelunker Helm. Or Spelunker's Hat. This one continues, so we're going to keep going over to the west here. And that's what I mean when I talk about pseudo mapping. You know, just like Polyphemus and pseudo piercing, pseudo mapping. It's not quite mapping, but it kind of is. It's enough to be considered mapping. Now, Mr. Me, if I tell you to go blow up this wall, you're going to go do it, right? Or are you just forever broken now? Okay, so he's forever broken then. Got it. Humbling Bundle. Now with Humbling Bundle and Contract from Below, that's going to be a ton of resources. I mean a ton. We don't need the Algiz Rune anymore, to be honest. Get another Tears upgrade, which is kind of useless because we're already capped, but I still like being able to shoot in all directions instead of 4. There's this curse room here. I honestly don't care about the Bone Heart anymore. We have so many Soul Hearts on this floor. We get 9 lives. So that's 2 of 3 and 2 of 3 for Guppy now. And we are looking to be in tip-top shape here. Humbling Bundle providing us with more than enough economy here. Again, combined with the Contract from Below, we're sitting pretty, man. There's so much money to be made now. In Isaac, I mean, not in real life. Real life, if you want money in real life, I can't help you there. But in game, whew, what a combo. So it's most likely just going to be a dead end over here, yeah. What? What hit me over here? There must have been a shot that I didn't see. I gotta remind myself we don't have a golden chest. Or a golden key, I mean. So, again, just taking a quick glance at the map. Okay. So we're not going to go in the vault because we don't have the keys. We're using this primarily, again, just to go straight into the item shop, which I'm actually stunned that it is not a greed fight. We get a range upgrade there. We get a movement speed upgrade there. I'm not sure if that was part of anything. I'm just going to do that just so we can buy the full charge because Mr. Me, you're killing me, brother. Can you get us into a vault at least? No? Okay, yeah. So that pretty much confirms that Mr. Me is just broken now. It just flat out just doesn't work. Because in the good old days, you'd be able to get in that vault for free. So I'm going to assume that the patch has broken Mr. Me. And I'll have to report that to Zombolus because you absolutely should be able to go into the vaults. So Mr. Me just flat out just does not work anymore at all. Yeah, I mean that just proves it right there. SMB Superfan. Because I know somebody out there already in the comments like, you gotta target the wall that you're trying to use it, otherwise he doesn't know. So I just wanted to make that clear. You used to not have to do that. You just put him in the general direction and he just goes, but. There's no sack room shuffle that I saw. Maybe? Nope. This continues downward, though, so let's go check out. Obviously, getting Guppy would be amazing. We're not going to get Boss Rush unless we find Mama Mega. Or the Mega Bean. And having Guppy's tail is sometimes you just gotta say no with Guppy's tail. You gotta don't be influenced. You're gonna burn through those keys faster than you realize if you're just taking every single key that spawns. I think I forgot to pick up my rune. Okay, so our base damage is 12.85. Most of that is thanks to Keeper Sack, and we did not get a double deal. So the game is not playing along with double deals here. Which is really lame considering there's so much potential here. But the game did make us wait all the way till floor 5 to get a double deal, and then when we did finally get a double deal, it was Krampus. This is a dead end. I know it because the room to the north is not going anywhere, so. The room to the north! Room to the north! The Game of Thrones reference for those of you who didn't catch that. I'm ready for like a Star Wars Game of Thrones. You know, rated R, violent, bloody, all kinds of great actors. Interesting storylines, actual death instead of, you know, death not meaning anything in Star Wars. I knew that like modern day, well, I think everyone knows that modern day Star Wars is cooked, but especially after watching Ahsoka, those of you who didn't watch Ahsoka, turn the video off for the next 30 seconds because I'm going to spoil what happens in the first episode, but I'm pretty sure you either have watched it now or not. I mean, it's a couple years old at this point. I knew that everything was cooked in Star Wars after episode 1 of Ahsoka, when Sabine supposedly gets stabbed with she gets run through with a lightsaber, and then the next day she's like, just wakes up in a bed. Oh, I'm fine. It's like, okay, so I guess Qui-Gon was just a little bee then for dying to such a easy to avoid attack. Because according to Disney now, getting run through with a lightsaber does not kill you. Like, all right, now we know. Sulfur's a great pickup here, by the way, because we have car battery, which is going to give us Mega Brim immediately. What in the hell? What is this map, dude? Not too concerned with money currently because we don't have any shops. All right, D-Bizzle, this is your time. Your time is now, son. Pick that up for me. D-Bizzle. D-Bizzle. That's all you had to do. Nothing fancy, man. I'm just asking you to do your job. You get another double deal here, looking for Guppy, and we're not going to get it, but we are going to get 2 or 3 for Leviathan, thanks to Sulfur and the Mark, and we are absolutely trouncing this run now. Think of how cool that would have been if Sabine Wren had actually died. Like in the first episode, like, okay. You got my attention now. We're killing off main characters in the first episode. Shoot. Think of the ramifications that would happen after that. and like, you know, the moral quandary that Ahsoka would have to be for revenge killing and anger, that sort of thing. I mean, that's a real conflict, you know. I want to see stuff like that in Star Wars. Not, oh well, we just put some bandages on her and yeah, she's fine. And nothing, like, that's the thing too, is it's not even just Star Wars, it's most modern shows. It's that, or like of the sci-fi variety or whatever. It just seems like there's nothing that happens matters in some of these shows. You know, what are the consequences for getting run through with a lightsaber? Well, nothing. Just a minor inconvenience to the one trip to the hospital, and she's good to go. They don't talk about it anymore. There's no lingering injuries. There's nothing that becomes of that. And I might be a little disingenuous here because I wasn't after that. I just stopped paying attention to the show. But all I know is that it had zero effect on the rest of the show of her getting just absolutely destroyed in episode 1. So it's like, well, then what's even the point then? What is the point of showing us this if it's not going to matter, you know? Anyway, that was a Game of Thrones reference. E-Bizzle working overtime here. And sulfur plus backstab is just going to be a very large amount of damage, especially with its mega brim properties. And then on top of that, you throw in the beauty that is lump of coal brimstone. Shoot, yeah, you messed up when you gave a Sacred Orb game. Looking for Guppy, and we get Guppy here, and I will take Death's Touch as well, and see if we can get the Satanic Bible. We do get it, so he's not totally useless. He's just mostly useless. And that's the last we'll be seeing Mr. Mizzle. Now, oh my goodness, Holy Mantle as well as Bird's Eye just out in the wild like this. But now is when Sacred Orb really starts to pay off in dividends here. And Contract from Below, Humbling Bundle with all the double chest drops. Keys are no longer an issue here. This is indicating this is also a dead end. We don't even really need Sulfur anymore. Piercing Shots Backstabber is all you really need. And then you combine that again with the damage multiplier of Lump of Coal, and you've got yourself a winning formula. It's like instantaneous death right there. Which would be a great band name, really. Phenomenal metal band name. We are instantaneous death. Got like a Cowboys from Hell type vibe going. 3 soul hearts here, and we are going to absolutely Raffle Stomp. Can we start bringing that one back, Raffle Stomp? Has it been long enough now for online lingo circa 2005 to come back? I think it's been long enough. It's been 25 years, 26 years, you might even say. Actually, it's more like 21 years, but who's counting? It's close enough. Yeah, we're going to do Victory Lap. Second C, Charlie 6, Echo 3, 1, Papa Golf 4. And I don't think car battery stacks with car battery. But we can pretend it does and be like, whoa, we've got quad brim now. I do wish that if you are able to use brim or sulfur more, if you're able to use it more and more and more, it should give you just a stacking amount of increasing brimstone beams. Yeah, well, now we don't need D-Bizzle anymore because we've got Mom's Box and Blessed Penny. Good lord. That's going to give us an absolute metric ton of soul hearts. Shop key. I don't really care about shop key that much. Well, I guess the store, that's fine because I believe that the store key stops greed from showing up. I think. Don't quote me on that. Let's drop it and find out. I mean, we could just simply ask the game. Shops cannot spawn dud variants. That sounds like something that sounds like that wording right there sounds like something that I would have written. That has Zombolus's fingerprints all over that one. Oh my goodness, look at this money. We got Holy Mantida. We got ourselves access to the boss trap room. Get a mega chest here with a whole bunch of keys in it. Yeah, we'll take Gimpy. Belly Jelly. A great block there by Belly Jelly. I'm not gonna even entertain the thought of the vault. There's nothing in there that we would possibly want. We could take some thorium, but to be honest, we don't even really need some thorium. Get Birthright here. Hey, Zombolas, remember when you said there's no dud shops? What do you call a shop that has one premium item and a pickup? Because to me, that's what I would consider to be the very definition of a dud shop. Especially if you've got, fully upgraded shops, but what do I know? Yeah, we don't need any more Tears Rate. I'll definitely take more damage, and we get Leviathan here. We definitely do not want 2 D-Bizzles, as they're just going to be fighting over the same amount of resources. And we don't want to cause the great D-Bizzle War of 2026 now. Wait, do we need more swords? We don't. As opposed to the Great Fruit Fly War of 2018. Those are dark times, man. OG mosh pitters know. Throw out if you're an OG mosh pit member. Throw out your OG mosh pit flex statuses in the comments. Let people know how long you've been here. I like to do this every now and then. See who's still around. We would have gotten triple guppy there. Who's here? Who's here back from the Heroes of the Storm days? Who's here back from the StarCraft days? Air Amazing, remember that series? What about GeoGuessr? Pre-Ryan GeoGuessr. Further than that, who's here from the Lauder days? Hotfly is really not bad, but again, it's one of those things we just don't need. Now, if we had Spin Down die, then we're talking. I think you all know why that is. I'm gonna buy everything here just because. There we go. Wow, look at that. We're just getting so much good stuff here. Our stars card. Is this Hoglas? No. Yara's even better though. There we go. We get Synth Oil, and we are almost spun now. Let's see who this mini boss is. And now we can get into the boss trap. You kidding me? I had to bomb it twice to believe my eyes. Oh, there it is. I guess I could, like, you know, just look at Spelunker Helm, because that does tell you where the actual secret room is, you idiot. We get sausage in here. So the second all stats up, and that's courtesy of... That is courtesy of Sacred Orb. Oh my gosh. There's vaporization there. Look at this. Keys are no longer a problem. Now we're thriving. Now we're really, really, really pushing the resources here. 18 damage. We get 9 volt because hell, why not? Still looks like a dud shop to me. It's a second shop that has 1 premium item in it. But at least we got a reroll pedestal, I guess. Second keeper sack because, I mean, hell, why not? We get Diplopia now. Yes. And we'll take Mom's key, too. EFF, why not? He can come, too. All right, so we get Diplopia. Now we're starting to look at maybe some Omega run potential here. On super dead. I am going to take and use Damocles. Because it's still early enough. We have plenty of HP. There's no danger of us dying at all. And even if we take damage, we're going to be able to... I mean, we'll be fine. We still have Holy Mantle, which does not stop Damocles from falling, by the way. But this way, it just gives us more item pedestals that we can run through. See, now we're in the flow state of clearing things here. We're just everything's moving in one fluid motion. I will take Host Hat. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. We have Damocles. Well, we don't want the D-Twanky. D-Twanky, you know we love you, but just not here. You can take the day off. We got this. I could just walk in there, but who's got that kind of time? Now, if we could just get some spectral tears, then we're really, really talking. Red Stew. Again, I'm only buying this just for keeper sack purposes. I'm going to hold on to the arrow rune because that still could be significant later on. So if you don't know what Damocles does, Damocles will double our item drops on item pedestals. So, for example, if we go into an item room right now, we will have 2 item pedestals to choose from, and we get both items. So, anytime there's a naturally occurring item pedestal that's not spawned from a chest or from a boss, or not a boss, a devil deal, we will be able to get it. Same thing goes for the shops. We don't get double shop items, but we're able just to get more things at the cost of possibly dying at any moment. Look at that. So this is a double payout here. I am going to take you, and we might as well take meat, as we do not need any more tears or shot speed. And with us having Holy Mantle, it's going to be very difficult for the game to actually cause us damage. We would have to get double tapped in a big way. I'm not going to worry about the Fool card here, because we're going to have to do Boss Rush if we have an Omega chance possible. I don't know where the second Mega Chest came from. That was a little bit odd. Unless Damocles spawned it? I don't think I've ever seen that before. What are you? Two spades, doubles our keys. We are absolutely handled now with keys. And Hamolacria. I don't think this is a time or place for Hamolacria. If we had Brimstone, I definitely would do it. Or Libra, but we don't. More Bombas. And the shop should be down to the south. It is. You see me hitting those angles there with the diagonal shots from the joystick. That's why I like to have it. Hangman. It turns us into Tainted Keeper, but we just simply don't need the we do not need the money. Ooh, okay, so we have the D Infinity now, and a reroll pedestal inside of the secret room. And we definitely do not need Binge Eater. Okay, you're gonna have to go. I'm tired of picking you up. I agreed. No, thank you. Our only goal here is to make boss rush. The full charge, we get ourselves champion belt too. Remember, we're gaining stats thanks to Keeper Sack as well as whatever else is being intrinsic here in these pickups for the shop. Like champion's belt, for example. We're getting the damage there, and then we're getting double duty thanks to Keeper Sack. I'm only taking Mr. B just spend more money to get more stats. The glowing hourglass is kind of interesting too. Come on, game. You know what we're looking for. You know what we're looking for here. Maybe I should have bought Sharp Plug. So we have basically unlimited taps. $99 bombs. 99 bombs to die. We're not ready to see you yet. Dun, 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 dun. An Emperor card, which I don't really use at the same time. The Arrow Rune we don't really need anymore. I was gonna use it in case we had some keys or something, but that we needed to get. There is an arcade, so we can, with Nun's Habit, we're able to get some full charges here. But I'm not going to spend too much time fishing for Archie. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. I do wish we had the battery, though. That would be nice. All right, we still have the D and Fizzle. Uses freaking Shadow, which we do not need. We'd have to go through all 9 lives. I did not see Ease Mascara there, but I was about to be real upset, and now I'm not. We get Soy Milk. I honestly didn't even see that item pedestal there. We just kind of got thrown into this room, and that was it. So no, I didn't get an opportunity to re-roll, but I would have taken Soy Milk anyway, obviously. My God. And we are just not even moving here. I mean, why move when you don't have to, you know? We also get Parasite. This is Spun here. I'm going to take Spun for the virus. Or maybe we must already have Spun. I think we got it when we got Synth Oil. Parasites is possibly going to crash the game, so if I need to remove it, I will. And to my recollection, we have not taken any damage yet. Looking for more secret room stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, we talked about double item pedestals there, or having any item pedestals in the secret room along with the parasite, or not parasite, along with the D Infinity. So rerolls abound here. We get another opportunity. I know this is a dead end, but I'm going here anyway. Blue Chub. She's blue and she's chubby. Ooh, don't do that again, game. You really need to stop carrying us through the doors like that. That's how we got Eve's Mascara. And then what we do is we put down our key. And we do this. We are on our way. All right, so now what happens is we go to light side. We've already done boss rush. We got to go beat Old Hushy. We need to get the golden keys though. That's pretty important here. We've got to find the way into the angel deals now. We only really have one more floor to be able to do that, so the cathedral could contain a sac room. Usually doesn't. We just have, I mean, there's just so many options here. Yeah, give me some shot speed down. I'll take that, and just range. Doesn't really matter here. So we got to look for angel statues now. That becomes our top priority, because if we don't have a way, or Dad's key, although Dad's key would be kind of pointless because we need the space for our keys. Looking for our first. Would this be our first Omega run in 2026? It might. Now here's where the downside of Voodoo shows its ugly head, is that because we have Voodoo, it's taken up that second curse room that we're spawning every floor. That's taking up the special spawn spot of the sac room shuffle. So we have effectively decreased the chance of us ever getting a sac room here. My God, we got a lot of pins. Now, of course, we could still get an angel statue inside of the super secret room. Yep, there goes It Lives. And I will take Dark Matter. I'm not going to take the other item. Other said item here. Toxic Shock is phenomenal. I will take Tough Love as well. I will take Card Reading. We don't need Mama Mega. Okay. You need to find a way into the Mega Satan door now. Now there's still a possibility of us finding Dad's key in the chest room. We haven't seen it yet in the actual first chest room when we get down there. I mean, this looks like we have Tractor Beam and we don't. Yeah, Hush, old Hushy's not having it. He's not in a good space. He's gone to a better place. Yeah, there's the secret room. That was counterfeit penny in there. Oh my gosh, it went straight to Isaac. The game's trying to say no. We say too bad. I'm just doing this just to get out of the inventory. Get it out of the way. Come on, give us a sack room. Just give us a sack room, and that's all we're asking for here, game. Don't deny the Omega run here. If we don't have a sack room shuffle on this floor, then it comes down to us getting Dad's key on the next one. And we can full clear the entire chest because we've got Guppy's tail. I don't believe that Sacred Orb takes out Dad's key from the pool. But again, if you asked me to tell you what item quality Dad's key is, I could not tell you. I would not know. Item quality has never been a thing that I've paid attention to. Normally I'd say we just need Mr. Me, but we've all seen that he doesn't matter. All right, so we are looking for Dad's key. Gosh, brittle bones. Brittle bones! Brittle bones! Spin down die is another possibility. Now, if we don't get Dad's key here, then things become a little bit trickier. Gonna try to lose these bone hearts here. This is gonna trigger Damocles, but no. You don't get to do that there, game. The reason why I want to lose these bone hearts is because I want to get the tears bonus here, but thanks to our insane luck rating right now, we are not able to cause damage to ourselves. So notice how Holy Mantle isn't even going off because Jelly Belly is preventing all damage right now. There we go. I mean, I can't harm myself if I tried right now. Rubber cement, that might be a bad idea for the game. I'm not even firing. I'm trying to lose these dang bone hearts. I can't, man. Yeah, the Brimstone Beam, we'll definitely get hit by that unless they die. Golden Key, this doesn't really matter. There we go. Well, we got one tears up. And it's starting to look kind of grim here for our chances of getting to the Mega Stand door on this run. 2020 Uncle Holy Water. I don't even know what our tiers look like anymore. Yeah. Seems about right. Come on. Come on. Don't do this game. Nothing. So now it becomes a lot harder for us to get an Omega run, even with 2 R keys. We're still gonna fight Delirium, but things aren't looking great here for our potential Omega run. Because now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do an extra victory lap to make it possible. Oh wow, it actually took us straight to Delirium for once. And no, there's no Sacrum Shuffles on in the Void. I don't know what just happened in that room there, but Delirium is down. Wait for the animation to play, and then... Alright, so our task now is to get another R key, but also get the Dad's key. Or not Dad's key, but the entrance into the Mega Stand door. Sorry, I'm looking at a message real quick. Okay. Sure. We can take starter deck. And battery baby, you can come too. Stopwatch slows down time. We're just buying stuff. Only bundle doesn't matter. Magic skin may have mattered. Because what are we looking for now? We're looking for a death certificate, I guess. But even if we get death certificate, though, it's not going to matter. Because we got to go alt path here. And find a Sacrum Shuffle. But I do think that Voodoo Head is actively hurting our ability to get this, which is the reason why I don't like taking Voodoo Head. Take Sty here. Sty's actually pretty big. Yeah, we don't need another Guppy's Tail. Thank you. Now, technically speaking, there is still a scenario where we can die on this run, and that's. Now, technically speaking, there is a scenario where we can die on this run, and that is us turning into the Lost and getting bricked by the next floor boss, or by accidentally destroying the mirror to the backwards realm. First Temperance Machine, doesn't really matter. Another Emperor card here. But yeah, this is not a sack room to be found. Mongo baby, come on down, Mongo baby. Oh, yeah, we don't want you. Let's go map out the floor. Getting kind of laggy here, game. Getting kind of. It seems like in that room in particular, it gets weird. Something to do with a tile set or something. So it must be some kind of texture thing. Now, here's another not great scenario. Even if we do find a sack room shuffle right now, we don't have the ability. We don't have the HP to be taking everything. So we do need to let D-Bizzle get this HP. We need to go into the curse rooms here. Otherwise, we won't be able to tap it, which means that it doesn't matter if we get one at that point. A reverse Emperor card, which is going to give us a Gideon fight, which is probably the most annoying boss that it could have given us. There we go. Get Cricket's head. Gonna take my world card, which we don't really need. I do want my Emperor card though. Okay, there's the white fire. Our attack rate is so high, we don't need chocolate milk. So again, the only thing that can destroy us now would be if we accidentally destroy the mirror that gives us access to this realm here. I don't want to do that. So just as long as you don't fire in that other room, then you're fine. I don't see a need for us to go fight the other boss. Well, I guess because of Damocles. Or no, we don't have Damocles anymore. But we still have options, so. Not like Min Min is gonna give us any kind of resistance or anything. D-Bizzle, need you to pay out with some soul hearts here, because if we do actually get a sack room shuffle, then we need to have the HP to be able to play. All right, so danger averted there. I guess those are just flies. Go check out the item room real quick. Starting to... Oh my goodness. That is a absolute ton of damage. Starting to not feel good about this. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get one thanks to Voodoo Head. All these extra room spawns that we're getting curse rooms for. Really limiting our options now. Come on, D-Bizzle. So all that's left on the agenda now is just to beat Mega Satan, Mother, and Old Beastie. But Mega Stand is obviously the biggest part of us not being able to get this done here. I'm actually going to hold on to the prayer card because again we do need the HP to actually tap the sack room shuffle if we ever get one, which at this point it's kind of I don't know. There's a world card here, and yeah, it just shows you that there's none here. Really disappointing. 9 lives again. I mean, we use 16 lives. You never know what might happen. At the miter, we might not need any more HP. False PhD, which I don't care about here. One equals power and Seraphim, sure, why not? Alright, so we're back up to full HP here. I like C-section, but I think it's a big downgrade here for us. It's going to lower our DPS. Yes, they do deal a good amount of damage, but we're firing so fast right now that does not matter. And it's going to be Gideon again. One wall right here. If we had Spectral Tears, man, wall is ruining my day. There's our nightly heart attack there by the game. Well, actually, that was more the computer, but we get Tech Point 5, which sure. And we're just getting all of the friends here. The Station 2 is great. I mean, Bloody Gust is fine, but it's not something that we need. It certainly does not appear that we're going to be able to get a Sacrum Shuffle. And we're going to be denied our Omega run status here because we can't get into the Mega Satan door. Excuse me? So that is unfortunate. Game. I'm not taking false PhD. I don't care how many times you throw it in front of me. I'm not doing it. We don't need it. But we're going to still proceed on here as if we still have the Omega run status up, still available to us. And look at the difference between our stats now. It would be great if all these spiders and flies could actually destroy the mother head. I wonder what the game would do. Probably just lock up, to be honest. Here we go. So while we're doing the mother run here, let's run through the only scenarios that we could have that could lead to an Omega run at this point. We're gonna go into Corpse. We're gonna beat Mother, right? And then let's assume that we get lucky. Let's say that there is a Sacrum Shuffle that spawns. We would essentially have to use the R key after going to Mother. I mean, we could play Delirium too, but there's no way for us to get another R key here unless if we have Spin Down Die, which has not showed up yet, by the way. I want to point that out. But I don't remember what R key is prior, what the item is that leads to R key though. That's pretty much it. We're going to need another way, or we could get, if we get a wild card. If we get a wild card or a mystery card, that would also work. So we're not totally dead in the water yet, but the first things first here, we gotta get this, we gotta get entry into the Mega Stand door. Okay. If we can't get in there, then it's game off at that point. So once again, I don't see. Okay, I might have to intervene here with Jacob's Ladder in this Tears raid, because that is, if that doesn't crash the game here, I'll be impressed. Our Eternal card there, prayer card. I didn't see any sack room shuffles. Just wasting my time in there. And there's just nothing. There's nothing happening here. I think Voodoo Head has cooked us. We haven't even seen an angel statue in the super secret rooms or anything. So it doesn't seem like the game wants to play along with us. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Euthanasia just took out all of the cultists. Heretic is just dead. Just super duper dead. Capricorn. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. So we're starting to run out of real estate here, everybody. Go to the item room here. We get Backstabber again. I think I'm going to take Virgo for this. It essentially just comes down to this floor. Well, no, that's not... Well, yes and no. It's the last floor that we can get to make a strategic audible call. But it's not looking good for our Omega Run prospects here. Euthanasia is going to work. Yeah, I think that might be all she wrote. Again, it's going to have to come down to now finding a wild card. You finally get Spectral Tears, which I'm happy about. So even if we R-key after the mother fight, we're still missing the Mega Satan kill, which would make this a not Omega Run. Because yes, we can kill Mother, we can go kill Old Beastie. Those things are possible, but it's not a true Omega Run. A true Omega Run, as defined by me, who came up with the idea, is a run where you defeat all the bosses, including the optional bosses and encounters like Boss Rush and Hush and Delirium. And that does extend to Mega Satan. I don't think it's going to happen here, team. And I am almost certain that it is due to us having Voodoo Head. Yeah. That's where a Sacrum should have been, right up there. So it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's going to happen. I tried my best, though. Can't blame me for lack of trying. But if the game didn't want to play along, then there's not much we can do. I'll still go beat Old Beastie, but it's not going to be a true Omega Run. We gotta find a name for it. It is still possible for us to get a sack room on this floor. But we would have to get we would have to actually get a Sacrum Shuffle here. Now, if we had held on to the Rosary Bead, this wouldn't be a problem. But at the time, I mean, how do you know you're going from Omega Run? Game's real struggling in that room right there. And yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. There's still a scenario where we can still get a true Omega Run if we use the R key and then find the angel statues on the next lap. thereby getting the access to the Mega Stand. We would have to do another victory lap and then hope that we have some way of getting another R key. But again, without a wild card, it's not going to happen. Or a mystery card. Yeah, down goes Mother. There's no reason for us to go out into the void again. So we're gonna rip our final R key here, and then I need to not use anything else. Of course, we get the Zac Room Shuffle immediately. It's a funny game, real funny, real funny. Now the Virgo shield is going off every single time here because our luck rating is so high. So I'm walking out and just resetting the shield. Oh, we didn't get it that time. There's one key piece there. At the Contrition, it's going to forgive our past sins of taking a devil deal. There's our second key piece. So now what we can do is we can do a victory lap, but then and go to Mega Satan that way. But I should have taken Tech Exo just to ease up on the visuals. That might have been beneficial. We could find a wild card that would help us. That would help us achieve our goals here, but the last thing that I did was use the R key. So technically speaking, a wild card could get us there. Or we go through the entire process of going through another run. I don't know. The only reason why I would want to go to Lamb now is because I would want to save time just to see if it happens. If we go to Lamb now, we go beat Lamb, victory lap, then we still need, and we would have to fight Mega Stan. Wait, we have we have the Emperor card. We can go beat Mega Stan, use the Emperor card. Yeah, that's how you do it. If we go beat Mega Stan now, we can get out of the room with the Emperor card. I think. Or I can bomb myself to get out of there. We might not be cooked yet. I think the Emperor card takes us out. Oh no, I can't bomb myself because we've got bomb immunity. So yeah, so we have to get taken out here by the Emperor card. So down goes Mega Stan. And it does work. So we are able to get the Omega run. Because that was it. That was all we had to do. Now we just go fight old Beastie and it's over. So we are going to get the first Omega run of 2026. And that's why we keep around the Emperor card, baby. Yeah, because that satisfies the condition now. I don't know why I'm still checking devil deals. It doesn't really matter, but I'll take it. The answer was right in front of me the entire time. So what a way to spend this Saturday here on this extended Isaac run, everybody. If you're not having fun with this one, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably not watching this because it's a Saturday, but hopefully you are. And if you're not, then you should watch it again. Come back and watch this on the next day. You can't finish it. It is a Saturday after all. So yeah, that is all the bosses. We've killed everyone. Mother, Megastan, Delirium, Lamb, Isaac, Blue Baby. All the way to the dodo on this run. Hushy, Boss Rush. So the 2 R key plus the, it was really it came down to the Emperor card. What's happening here? What are we waiting for? Okay, so apparently store key does not, by the way, it does not stop the greed fight from happening. It's good to know. Old Beastie is Old Beastie, she ain't gonna make it. Feels good to get an Omega run done. Yeah, Succubus, come on now. You can join the fun. We won't exclude you. Everyone can have fun on an Omega run, even D Bizzle. D Bizzle did a great job today. Proud of D Bizzle. Actually showing up to work for once. Another Sacrum there for good measure. We do not need it. We could take the glowing hourglass, but no real reason to. Montezuma, we'll never use Monty on this run, that's for sure. And they go, we get ourselves an angel deal somehow. Oh yeah, that's right, because we have Act of Contrition. There we go, and then it's just on the way to Old Beastie for the completion of the Omega run. And we're not going to delay any time. We're just going to go in and just do it. Oh, it feels good, man. Feels good. If you enjoyed your time here, everyone, if you enjoyed the journey and the struggle to get to an Omega run in 2026, make sure you click the like button. I think it's earned it. You know, I think good jobs have been should be rewarded. And I'm glad that I didn't miss that play because that would have been legendarily. That would have been a generational fumble right there. I don't think the mosh pit would have forgiven me for a while there. Here we go. Up to the ascent and to the completion of the Omega run.
Just get over it.
We'll see if we can get it done before an hour and a half of this video. It's 1 hour and 28 minutes and 34 seconds currently. Toxic Shock is just laying waste to everything right now. And don't put us back in the boss room.
Destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to. You're drunk again, aren't you?
Shut up, man. Shut up. Just keep pushing me like this. I'm leaving.
Good. Leave. We'll be fine.
It's that guy from the Mugenic soundtrack. Oh.
You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you.
Let me close so we can get to hour and a half. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen.
You are taking this too far.
It means we have to be Old Beastie in about 40 seconds.
Pray for your
That's if we were there right now,
stay with us.
which we are not. Although I've been doing a pretty good job navigating here. We've been going straight to it. What a run, though, man. It's always super satisfying when you get an Omega run. It's such a difficult thing to accomplish without restarting, without doing anything like that, or spawning items in. That's what makes it, in my opinion, one of the most satisfying things you can do in Isaac. To get it's a straight up Omega run. We're not going to make it before an hour and a half here, but that's okay. We're not looking to. The only goal was Omega, and we got there. Yeah, Dogma's already dead. It's just instant deletion. Feels good, man. Feels good. Old Beastie has no clue what's about to hit her. We may not even see the horsemen show up here because of Proptosis. So just admire the background, you know? Not gonna be much of a fight. Now you know that he died far, far off and away because we didn't even get affected by the explosion there. Here comes Old Beastie, and we are creating the power of the sun right in front of her face. Thanks to our luck upgrades here. Yeah, it's not good for Old Beastie. She's gonna get one shot. So there we go. The Omega Run 2026 completed, everybody. Oh man, it feels good. It feels good. Here's your awesome, again, another feels good meme of the day here. Artwork of the day brought to you by local glue dealer's sister, who title of the thread was fan art from my little sister. Then in the thread they said a fan artist Invicta from my little sister. So shout out to local glue dealer's little sister. She did a great job there. I love the cursive on this Invicta, like the sparkle, Guppy's head, and everything there. I love the brimstone symbol, and she really nailed the logo. So thank you very much to your little sister. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, everybody. Remember, 2,000 likes or more, and we get those tallies up for the All Void run, which should be a lot of fun. And as always, I will see you all next time. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping. You got to hype this video if you got hype points. Come on now. Good weekend video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank the patrons of mine like Devin Basting, Relatch01, and Troy Mason. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.